ridiculous bullshit. The minion! Ha ha! Teemo! Fuck y'all.
I had to do it like.
What up, bosses? You're running to BTR, and we're bringing you some Nasus gameplay, and holy moly, what a day to be alive. The Nasus patch has landed. So in this patch, we're going to see Nasus have his ultimate buff, where my Q's now going to drop down some ridiculous cooldown. On top of that, my E has also been changed, that it works a lot better towards late game, which is something actually quite interesting to see how that now affects Nasus players that always gone for the sort of cross build where you sort of max your E first. Is it going to be as strong now? It's something that you'd probably see normally most pros or high level players do, is actually run this against a Teemo, but me being all badass that I am, I've always stuck with the Q build, because Q build, oh, that, I didn't think actually we were going to do enough time to kill that minion. The Q build is life. What about those miscues? We actually, let's say if he had an ignite then, we could be in a little bit of trouble. That was a bit greedy for me to overextend so far. I was with Teemo with an ignite then and a Q, with me running Ghost. I think we probably could actually have been dead. The Teemo is a very hard champ for Nasus to deal with. These new buffs here aren't really going to make much effect until we start getting into the sort of mid-game. So actually, it's my first, I say my first proper game. I was playing a game earlier, and Nasus buffs come out, I woke up this morning, I was like, yes, this is what amazing, it's so good. But because freaking Nasus has been buffed, what does that mean? He's been getting like banned every single game. I've gone into, this is only the second game. This is why I say Teemo with Ignite is super dangerous versus Nasus. Even without this ignite, I think he probably could kill me here if he played this well enough through the splash. Gotta be very careful. I'm greedy because I really want this big minion, but something that we could quite easily die here, and that's all because of that Thunderlord. Thankfully, he didn't get that Thunderlord's proc then, but we're not going to get the big minion as I kind of wanted. We did pick it up, which is cool. But as you can see here, we're taking a lot of damage, and we're not really going to be in the, because I started off with cloth as well, we're not going to be able to actually really get anything solid here. It's all that really just stems down because we went for that one minion when I probably shouldn't have done, because I popped my Q by accident and I decided still to go for that minion. Caused me to take a lot of unnecessary damages. But that's cool. It's not super ideal, but there we go. But yeah, so I played a game against Malphite earlier, which I finally got Nasus after 2 games of not getting Nasus. Finally got Nasus. Was so excited. I was like, yeah, finally, I play Nasus. And then I was around 300 stacks at like 12, something ridiculous. Like, I was glorified stacks. I killed him twice. The game was going so well, but my fresh AFK'd at 5 minutes because he was really angry with my severe for whatever reason. And my team ended up giving up after like 60 minutes, and I had no option but to surrender with them. Or they all surrendered, and yeah, it was just like they were going to open mid. So it was such a shame. And then I've been trying to get all day, trying to get back into it, and everyone just keeps banning Nasus. So that's the one downside at the moment. Because of the Nasus spell, everyone just seems to ban him, which really sucks for me. Nasus one-trick pony that I am. I'm a bit worried. He should be alright. Hopefully, she'll actually still get that big minion. We're not going to be able to do anything here. He seems to be running away. So, really, oh god, that actually could screw me up there. Gotta be so careful. Because, one, that Zach potentially could come behind me. I don't think he is because he knows how our jungler is about, but oh, that was fair. With a failed, with a flash from Teemo and the blind, my Ghost just isn't going to be able to react ever reacting quick enough to deal with that. So we're actually going to back off here. Ideally, I wouldn't really want to go Glacial Shroud. It's not really sort of my ideal first opening hand here. Is like the armor isn't going to do a great deal versus Teemo. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but really we want some MR, but we kind of got down that route, and it's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, if we get Kindred Gem, we only get like bonus health, so it's not terrible. But yeah, so far so good. But something that I do want to actually touch on in a future videos, even though I haven't, like I say, done it much, is how does Nasus now really, against someone like this, how will his E build work? Because the reason why E was so good before is it did a lot more upright damage, whilst now the E is going to be, it's still going to be strong, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely going to be a lot more towards that sort of late game Nasus. If you can position that well in the team fights, you can blow up a tank, or your teammates can blow up a tank, or for example, you could blow up their AD carry or something. Bloody, actually, I think we could kill him if we play this right. I don't want to be too greedy here though. How about that? I shouldn't have done it. I should not have done it. You shouldn't have done it. I was like, we should wait for my ult, and then we'll have the perfect time to go on him. But whoops, got super. I felt that we were going to lose the option to actually go on Teemo then, and the problem was Teemo with the minions there, and me not being strong enough at all. I couldn't Q him, and because we couldn't Q him, we lost so much time. We lose so much damage. I lose so much lifesteal. If we Q'd him, then we would have lost. With the blind, we just got wrecked. But because of his whole freaking blind and bundlords combo, we absolutely wrecked him. That was a really terrible idea for me to go on Teemo, and unfortunately, we paid the ultimate price. We should have just carried on because we had a nice wave coming into me. Right, there was no reason for me to go onto Teemo, but I kind of got a bit impatient. With a couple more minions, my ult would have been up. But yeah, I just kind of, if we had my ult up, we guaranteed we should really kill Teemo then because he hasn't got any streams set up at that point. But I was impatient. Oh, we made a bad call and got absolutely wrecked by him. So yeah, GG on Teemo. That was just a really bad call by me, and because of that, I burnt my TP. This whole wave's now really screwed up. So the only thing we can hope for is that he decides to truck a stream down. That's going to kill this all off. Plus, because of this, I don't really have any decent items. We have no MR, so Teemo is just going to do some crazy damages to me. As you can see, I'm going to chuck my E down just so we can try and shove this in as quick as possible. Just be careful of his combo. We do actually still have ult though now, but we've got to be careful of our choices that we decide to make. I'm just trying to use. Look at that damage, man! It's ridiculous. I'm just trying to use my E to slowly boot this up so we can get into him, but we've got to be very careful of how this could go down. We just need to get this into his turret so that we can bounce it. We do hold ult, so that's one kind of thing going in my favor. Well, we did have ult. The reason oh, that makes me cry. This was meant to be like the great Nasus is OP, Nasus is gonna wreck, and instead we're just getting absolutely destroyed. So I decided to turn around there, and as I felt that we had the minion wave, I felt with my ult of having the bonus 300 health that we were going to be able to turn that around and maybe not kill Teemo, but I definitely felt that we were going to be in a position where I wasn't going to die to Teemo. But again, I guess me being a big noob, oops, Rex, their jungle is definitely on our blue side, 100%. Misfortune walked over there, so we've got to be a little bit careful. I think Teemo's back, so shouldn't have to worry about him coming over, but definitely, Zach is in our jungle, 100%. But yeah, not really the ideal start that we were looking for here. I've just made poor 2 decisions, and we're getting wrecked for it. So luckily, this is what we want Teemo to do, is drop some streams down. And the biggest issue here, right, is we still have no MR. So because of that, Teemo, I thought I could kind of get away with going Glacial Shroud. It wasn't really the ideal opening, it's something I wouldn't really recommend. But you could get away with it, but now that I've died twice to Teemo, it really makes, having that Glacial Shroud there is just completely useless to me right now. But we're going to really struggle because... What the fuck? Struggle because of it, as you can see. Thankfully, we can get our first bit of MR. All we have to do... sucks. We should run. All we have to do at the moment is just damage control, really. We're just going to have to, let Teemo out-farm me. Make sure we don't die. That's all we can do now. We cock this up. That's 100% on me. We, been a bit of a noob, and I'm now paying the ultimate price. We pick up a pink ward. It's gonna be nice to get some control of my jungle, as Zach's definitely going to be probably looking to pick on me. We're at a pretty weak point now, right now, and if they can kind of keep me down, we'll see how this goes. But one thing which is actually going to be quite nice in this is to see how Nasus does. I was hoping we were going to have some grand, smashy Nasus fun this game. But as to how we actually do as a Nasus that's... you son of a beat. How we actually do as a Nasus that's behind in game, right? Will this new sort of buff to Nasus be able to bring us back? Now having my ultimate here, we haven't been able to actually do anything useful with my ultimate, but maybe we'll be able to make some things happen. What I want to do is I'm going to drop, we know where Zach is at the moment, but I want to drop my pink down on our blue buff side, as they've got the timer of that, so I just want to keep some keep some knowledge. Hope that Teemo's going to carry on shoving. Problem is, once he splashes up, we're not really going to be able to do anything. He does actually have Eye of Prime, or whatever you want to freaking, I don't know what you actually call it these days. I don't know where Eye of Prime from. Eye of the Herald. Close enough, I guess. Jeez. Freaking ridiculous bullshit. The vision! Ha-ha! Teemo! Fuck yo. Wow. So somehow he actually had some vision over me then, and that was actually a nice little trade. And this is what I was originally trying to do when we died the second time. Was that I was taking that with the minions in my favor. We'd make a nice turnaround. They would do a crap load of damage. Knowing that he didn't really have any shrooms in place, we'd be able to try and make a nice little play, which we were able to then. And I felt comfortable with my ghost that if we don't kill him, right, we were able to run away, which was the situation then. Unfortunately for Teemo, he got greedy, and with the increased range of Q whilst you're in your ultimate form, we were able to, yeah, he got too close to me, he got greedy, and we make a really nice kill happen for myself then, which is something that's going to actually start putting us back in the game, and thankfully, we're not really all that bad behind them farm. And this is what I mean, like, the situation is when you are feeding in any match, whether it's Nasus or not, you just got to make sure that you don't feed any harder, you know, don't overextend too far for farm, and really, you know, we've done okay. But we're not looking too bad. This kill now, you know, eventually we will start to be able to outscale Teemo, right? We're going to become so much more stronger than him. If we kind of keep this turret for as long as possible, him having the Eye of Herald is going to make life a little bit harder. But definitely my build was what really kind of messed me up. Having this like Glacial Shroud at the start was a terrible, terrible idea. Cooldown always ruining everything for me. Damage though was pretty hefty, that bundle of. I was to say, if Teemo had been running like say an Ignite, I think he could really have crushed us a bit harder here. That's cool. I'm probably going to end up losing my turret. 100% going to end up losing my turret, but we'll see if we can. Definitely going to end up losing my turret. Wow, I didn't think we were going to end up losing my turret that quickly. That was crazy. Like, can I even whip it? Can we do it? I want to know how many stacks though. 1, 5, 3. Yeah, nice. So we lost my turret, which is a real big bummer for me. Zac, we're now punishable by Zac, and they got the first turret goal, but nothing we could do in that situation. I didn't think it was going to die down that quickly. But what was beautiful, right, was that we killed Teemo. Like, that turret was always going down, and Teemo felt that he would, you know, I guess he didn't feel that I was going to do what I decided to do. We would have never stopped that by going on to him, because Teemo had just been doing the damage, and God, that thing killed us so quickly anyway. So a nice kill on Teemo. And we'll get into the point where, you know, I'm not really too bad. He obviously got a nice Q on me, which stopped my blind. But the big thing with Teemo is if I don't walk into any of his shrooms, then one, I don't get slowed, and you're not getting kited by him, because that slow, by being slowed, he gets those extra shots into you, right? Because I'm either running away, so he's getting more hits than me, or I'm trying to get on top of him, and he's still getting more hits into me. That makes my life a lot more difficult. So being able to dodge that shroom then was a big win for me. We can't do anything. If we had mana, maybe I'd change my mind, but I'm happy with things. It'd be nice to probably get that wave into the turret, but Zac was topside. I don't really have enough mana. Like we need 100 mana to actually shut this in, so I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. There was Zac. There he was. Fuck my life. Did you see that? Oh. The blind actually made me miss the shot on the Scuttle Crab. OP right there. So that was why I said we probably should back, because I literally had no mana to do it. Unfortunately, we were with Master Beta, and that works out really well. And it was completely planned, and GG. Also, one thing with the changes to E, not necessarily just, we talked about the lane pressure build, but also with this build and using my E like here, it won't be as quick as it normally will, right? Something to keep in mind. I should actually. We're gonna kill him here. We walked into that shroom. That's really going to change things. And there's another shroom there. Oh, Teemo! There's the power of Nasus. God, we walked into all those shrooms then. Thank God. That's the problem with Teemo this game. He's decided to fight on top of the minions, and really, you know, had I played it right and got my ultimate off, I think we'd only died once. Which, yeah. So, power of minions, man. Especially if you're not a freaking tank or got some super lifesteal minions, we're a wreck. And as an AP champion like Teemo, he's just got destroyed. He TP'd straight in there, and he's lost so much. My team's now got an ace. Probably going to get a tier 2 and potentially a dragon. We should be able to get that tier 1. Also, with Nasus changes to ultimate, we should be able to reptile, or will be able to reptile super quick, but obviously we have no ult now. And from beforehand, where I hadn't even back to that point, you know, I had enough money to buy my spirits, I now have enough money to get a Sheen in there. We're going to be looking like super deadly. We're now farming Teemo, and yeah, what a turnaround really. We had a bad start, but making things work here. Should be all good to get out. Fortunately, we don't get the turret, but with having a little mana pool, yeah, that is cool. Let's not be too stupid here. We'll get dragon, which is nice. Ocean Drake would have been a lot cooler. Gonna run it all the way back just to make sure I don't get caught out. Another cloud. But yeah, we can get the Spirit Visage. I think Ninja Tabbies. We have a bit of CC, but with the double carry, I think Ninja Tabby's actually still the probably best choice here. Oh god, no. Cool. Happy days. My pink ward's still up, so we've got nice control of that area. Even now, so though, we're going to be looking to probably drop my pink in this area. We want to start trying to make some pushing. And with my TP up, we can look to start making some plays there. So it's like Xerath support. It makes complete sense. In some ways, I think Nasu wouldn't be too bad because the Teemo is blind, but Ninja Tabbies is going to be good against the Teemo. Well, against his Shroom, should I say. And also that, it's going to get away. Well, but with Teemo now dying mid like an absolute fool, this is just going to give us time to, you know, stack top. Ideally, we probably want to shove it in because Teemo dead. We want to just try and live up the moment. But my team's not really doing anything. By the time those two go mid with Zed pushing back and Matey Boy doing the jungle, there's no real pressure, so we may as well just try and get as many stacks as we can. As we're gonna maybe hit 300 by 20 minutes, which is okay as average. You know, against a team, I'd probably take that. Fortunately, we've been able to turn things around quite massively for ourselves. All on my own, you know, we only had to hide. Well, thankfully, he can't come up. I think had he not come up, we'd have probably died most likely. But you know, we've turned this around single-handedly just with Teemo's greediness. Teemo's greediness, really. I guess he's kept trying to fight me on top of minions, and every time it's gone drastically wrong. With my ult, we're going to be looking like a mean stacking machine. I want to still make any too stupid engagements. Blind so much. Freaking dumbest move in game. Once his blind's down, easily rip him. Oh yeah, new one. There we go. GG. We gotta be a bit careful because I can see these minions proccing that shroom and me dying to that. And you see, I just walked in. You can see the well played. Now you're getting well played. No. Just figured out turning things around. Gotta be a little bit careful with Zach coming. I don't think he's strong. If he's with someone, then it could be an issue. But on his own, I'm not really scared of him. We did actually hear someone's sweep at them. We've done the old switcheroo of him. Oh, rip. Have we lost that red up to Xerath just randomly spot me? I'd have probably would have cried, to be honest. I kinda wanna carry on pushing top really, but this could be maybe a nice moment to actually make something happen. Oh, did that? Oh, we missed. I kind of felt that we put that on the wrong angle then. I actually be able to still. My E isn't, I can say, as strong as it used to be, but viva la boom. We're in it for the money now. We're in it for the money. unfortunate timings. Nice kill on Teemo, but I went a little bit too ham for the misfortune. Couldn't help myself. I think we may as well. I was going to get Triforce if we could afford it next, but seeing as we don't actually have enough gold at the moment, we may as well just complete Frozen Heart against that comp. It's going to be pretty nice. Could look to TP bot afterwards. I think Zed's on it though. Yeah, well, nice bit of pressure. The problem is, like I say, we're only at like a 300 stack Nasus at 20 minutes, which is good. You know, I'm happy with things, but it's not like we're going to come in there and be like completely invincible at the moment. Once you get chucked into a turret like we did then, life is never going to get too good. It's a shame we didn't go down with Misfortune. It would be pretty nice, but we blew up the Teemo, which is always good fun, right? Which is cool. Yeah, happy days with 5-3. I already felt that this game after we had that second death to Teemo, we were 0-2, that I was gonna absolutely get destroyed. But you know, to bring out my A game, I'm making nice work of things. So you know, strength wise, I feel like my E, I haven't really felt too weird. Like, to be honest, it still feels reasonably strong. Early game as to what it was. I think the difference is massive, but you know, it still feels nice. It's not something I think you're going to massively notice unless you start crunching the stats. And with the ultimate, we haven't really done all that much with the ultimate. I think the other idea of it's more like towards team fights when you can go in there and go crazy on the AD carry. But at the moment, also, we haven't really had the option to do that. And against Teemo, you know, it's okay. We haven't really, like I say, it's been one of those games where sort of haven't really been able to get the true feel for how this new Nasus is looking. But to be honest, I was happy with the old Nasus. And I preferred they kept the old Nasus, because now every freaking game Nasus going to be getting like freaking 10 bans. There's a pretty damn high chance that Nasus is going to be getting banned, right? Which just sucks for me. I just want to play Nasus, man. That's cool. We're looking good. Like having the ult here, like we could just be able to blow up this turret really wanted to. Should be able to wreck Teemo. Be careful with the blind. Actually keep it then. Oh, look at that. Easy. Carrying crushing the turret, bro. Oh, God. Scared me. People coming out of nowhere like that. Nice. GG. Didn't really do anything here, to be honest. Probably end up dying. We survived both those global ults. I think that was Xerath. I kind of felt like Xerath killed me, to be honest, more than Jinlan, but it did bring over like 3 team members, and my bot side were able to get in here, but we definitely went a bit too far pushed forward. No? Greediness getting the best of me once again, and I think that's going to mean once again we can't afford my Triforce, which does suck. That's cool. I'd take it. Wasn't a need for it, but it's just... This Nautilus just feels like he is a top lane Nautilus at the moment. He seems invincible. More tanky than I am. I think the Locket's going to be a solid eye on Nasus these days with the changes to the percentage, right? Where you now... I think it's probably says on his side. I think we could actually just TP on the wrong minion. We're going to TP mid. Just so that we can guarantee, if we TP mid here, we guarantee that we get 2 inhibs, which is going to be really cool. And keep my ult, there's not really a need to pop it. Just want to be careful that they don't all go dying. Cool. I double in here, may even get triple in here if we play this right. What we end up. As long as we keep the back line up off of my team, that's the main thing. We've definitely got too greedy. We're really gonna go for this here. Ah! Ripper! I hate Teemo so much. Sweet, good job in the end. Nicely done. Nice thing there was when Zach went in, I pushed out Misfortune, and the Xerath had to stick with her, and by doing so it meant that they had no damage to kill our backline then, so yeah, GG, nicely done overall. We can actually afford my Triforce now. That was a really nice TP then. You know, we kept up the pressure, my team was pressurizing. you know, there was nothing else going on the board, and because of that we were able to get a lot of objectives. Actually end up losing. Cool. Happy days. So we get a nice red Bastille. We'll go take out the Scuttle Crab, and I probably look to back. The team gets dragon easy. Not really the ideal dragon, but dragon nonetheless, right? Another fire dragon. I don't think we're just going to get to that point, to be honest. Having double in here, we could quite easily get Baron as a group as a team. We'll shove this in, and then really, I kind of want my Triforce. But seeing as my team's kind of pressuring, we may as well keep up the pressure. Oh. At least we got assist, right? Oh, that's triple win here. That's how it's about this game. The steady boy, get him fed. But yeah, like really, I'm really happy with this thing because we completely turned around this game on my own. It was 100% down to myself. We put in the work and beautiful. Look at that Q cooldown. Jokes. Can't wait to experience what Nasus like when he's got 1,000 stacks and this is going down like that. I want to get this just so we have the clean game. Oh yeah, man, Zed was rocking out in mid this game. But GG. To be honest, I don't know. Like, I really feel no difference in my E at the time until we actually have like some proper team fights. We can see how it's shredded. And again, I think it comes down to actually sitting there and crunching the stats. It's not something like you're gonna be like, oh my god, my E's doing like crazy amounts of damage, right? Compared to what it was doing in the 7.14 patch or whatever. Well, because Zed was rocking, right? Was rocking. I actually got like a key because I guess we even honored 7 times late or something, which was pretty cool. Don't think we're gonna get any honor this game, right? The jungler Nautilus was looking good, and we were just like a feeding dog until we sort of turned around and did actually end up wrecking anyone. Damage wise, I really expect we did nothing because it wasn't until the little sort of last sort of 5-10 minutes where we grouped up that we actually started putting some freaking. B came down, and we weren't very heavily stacked, right? Almost Nautilus out damaged me. And Teemo is always going to do double the damage with me because he's just free to hit on us. But yeah, an overall okay-ish game. You know, Nasus-wise, Nasus patch. I don't know, this is my first proper game playing on it. I felt okay, but I didn't really feel necessarily any stronger than before. The ult was definitely a massive difference. You could see that. But to be honest, when Nasus crushing turrets anyway, it's crushing turrets. But I feel that with the idea of the changes is that it gives Nasus a better chance when he's on the carry. But if you kite him right and your team plays around Nasus well enough, it's still going to be the same thing. Like Darius, it's just going to be shut down. But if he does get on your carry these days, they are going to be absolutely crushed. So you have to watch out for that. But yeah, I'm going to try and work on getting some more gameplay out when he isn't ban bosses and see what happens. Anyway, take it easy, guys, and have a great day. Peace.